Hello everyone, welcome to the 2-month early Halloween celebration, where we review Five Nights at Freddy, Help Wanted, VR, Curse of Dreadbear plushies, FNAF COD for short. COD could stand for one of two things, or it could be the fish. So anyway, everybody knows about these, how these were soft reveal during Funko's Halloween event, and everyone was like, oh my god, the Curse of Dreadbear plushies, finally! We still no glitch trap, but that'll come one day. I don't have the exclusive here today, because that still hasn't dropped. These managed to drop on the Holy Lands of GameStop.com, and I ordered the main four, the main set, so we're gonna be reviewing them today, and they're in this box! Fuck. Okay, let's try not. There we go. Space. Alright, now we can dump them out. Oh, yes, finally. The classic bubble wrap. That was loud. Okay, now we're dumping them out. So there they are, the main four in baggies, and my receipt, which I'm not going to show on screen because that has my home address on it. Anyway, yeah, so here's the main four. The ones we've all been waiting for, the Curse of Dreadbear plushies. So I'm gonna start with the man of the hour, Dreadbear himself, and then we'll move down the line. First and foremost, we have the man of the hour, Dreadbear himself. I am going to be totally honest, I absolutely love the way this plush looks. It's, like, perfect in the color department. I don't think they got any of the colors inaccurate or wrong. I think the way it's put together is really well done, too. They actually have some of the embroidery back, despite parts of it being printed like the leg. But I can kind of understand that, because it's got, like, little stitch marks and stuff. The legs, usually, they never put too much detail into the arms. So I kind of understand that. But they did go through the effort and put some embroidery on here, so I can very much appreciate that. The teeth are kind of like Springtrap's teeth, except they're, like, felt instead of, like, a plastic. And we're actually back to the soft fabric again, instead of the hard fabric that were the security breach plushies, and that confused me even more, because these definitely have more complicated designs. So why did the security breach plushies have scratchy fabric? Whatever. But anyway, we're back to that, so that's already another plus. The face is so dumb, and I kind of love it. He's got this dumb grin, and his flat head. I kind of love him. His ears are all floppy. Unlike most Freddy ears, which are more stiff. They're very, very floppy. He's got the little, stitches on his ear, and it's, like, cut a little bit there. He's got his two little nails on the side of his head, just like Frankenstein, or like Dreadbear. And it's really, really good looking. He's got his plastic nose. It's actually kind of loose on this, too. There's obviously the eyes, the two yellow eyes, and his big brow, which is just embroidered detail, which, I understand that. It probably would look a little weird even if they did pop it out. Yeah, and then also his black bow tie. Endoskeleton, there's more stitches here. His feet and arms are like, their little pads are slightly darker green, like a brown almost. And yeah, this looks a lot like Dreadbear, and honest to God, I might honestly give this a 10 out of 10. I don't really think there's a single thing I have that's wrong with it. I mean, outside of maybe, like, the bow tie's, like, weird, stiff fabric that I don't really like as much, and, like, the little printing on this leg is a little jarring, but other than, like, really, like, you can't even really tell. This is, like, perfect. I don't like, there's really almost nothing wrong with it. I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10, since I don't really think you can make a perfect plushie, but that is really good. I really don't think there's anything wrong with it. But anyway, real quick, we did not mention this, the tag. This is like that on all of them, so, you'll get the idea, the Curse of Dreadbear tag. The back looks pretty cool, too. The back is different. The back's got pumpkins and stuff on it from the game, the Chica and Foxy pumpkins. The front is, just the title. So yeah, that's really cool. So that's Dreadbear, the first of many. I love this guy, 9 out of 10. Second off, we're gonna do Freddy Fazbear's right-hand man. Just kidding, right-hand woman. Here's Chica. I decided to pick Jacko Chica next because, let's be honest, she's the more popular of the two Jackos. Like, 90% of that reason is because she's an Ultimate Custom Knight, but whatever. Here she is! Jacko Chica! We've been waiting for a plush of the Jacko animatronics since 2015. Yeah, well, I mean, Funko started their plush line in 2016, but, it's whatever. Anyway, yeah, finally, we have a Jacko Chica. Still no Nightmare Chica, though, so that's a little weird, but whatever, we're not gonna question that. I really like the way this plush looks. The pattern is really well done. It looks a lot like Jacko Chica, and it just looks overall really nice. The colors match again. Again, they're definitely solidifying their colors. I think the colors look fantastic on this thing. You've got her, like, head, which is sort of similar to the Twisted Chica head, which is understandable considering that was their only attempt at a scary Chica, was the twisted one, so I kind of understand why they went with that. And the eyes look nice. The eyes are embroidered. They look very nice, with the printing. I will say the printing is a little annoying on these. It's the whole plush. But, honestly, when it comes to a character like Jacko Chica, I don't really mind as much. It's supposed to look withered and tattered and scary anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Not a big flaw. It's okay, though. But anyway, the pattern, as I was stating, looks really, really good on this guy, or girl. You have her beak, which is, for some reason, this tough fabric is her beak, but it's just her beak. The rest of it's still soft. It's just her beak, though. That's kind of funny that you can do that. There's her teeth. Teeth are printed also. And her bottom lip. This jaw looks so much better than the one that we got from Twisted Chica, which was just a nightmare. It makes her head a lot more formed and less weird looking. This is honestly really nice looking. Yeah, and then you've got the hands and feet, which are dark orange, the normal base color, which is a normal orange, same thing with the irises. The yellow, like, glowing parts in the endo and the bib. Overall, like, all around, it looks pretty fantastic. I mean, and this is actually fabric, it's not printed. Also, there's withering holes around this spot. And, oh yeah, they actually bothered to print the back, which is really nice, because it makes the plush feel more full, instead of just like, oh, you look at it from this way. No, you can turn it around, and it still looks okay. Oh yeah, that little hairpiece on the top, too, I forgot. All around, yeah, it's a really nice-looking plush. Like, I don't... Outside of the printing, I don't really have many major gripes with this thing. I would give it like an 8, maybe an 8.5. I'd probably go with an 8 though. 8 out of 10. Great plushie. Very good. Next up, we have Jacko Bonnie. Again, after almost like 5 years of waiting, we have a Jacko Bonnie plushie. Finally. To go along with Nightmare Bonnie and all the other nightmares. And it actually makes sense this time because, you know, we actually have a Nightmare Bonnie. On the other side of the spectrum, though, this doesn't really look like Nightmare Bonnie. It's really weird. They didn't go with the same pattern, which I'm not complaining or anything. That makes him more unique, actually. That makes him a lot more unique than Nightmare Bonnie. It's not just a recolor. They actually went with a whole new pattern. I believe his head is based off of Fanny with the shape, because it's kind of like this, like a... I don't really know how to describe this, like a pear-shaped head. Or like a upside down, yeah, just a pear-shaped head. It looks about right. Honestly, they have the withering on his eye, which again is printed. A lot of these are printed, but again, same thing with Jacko Chica. It's not nearly as noticeable. It looks better on this kind of thing. You have his muzzle, which again has an embroidered nose, which actually looks really nice in my opinion. His embroidered eye, his ears, shockingly enough, actually look really good. They have this sort of Vanny like poke out style, I think. It's either that or based off Twisted Bonnie, but this printing on the front looks great. And you're probably thinking, oh yeah, well, it probably doesn't have printing on the back. It does. They actually bothered to print the back of the ears. I think this is the first time we've ever gotten printing on the back of the ears for a character, and goes to show how much effort they put into this thing. It actually looks really good. You got this big gash in the back of his head with all the glowy spots, the big gash in his back. His hands and feet are different colors, which goes right alongside the actual Jacko Bonnie design. This plush has a lot of effort put into it, I can really tell. You got his orange bow tie, all the endo, and all the broken parts down here. This is more towards the twisted ones when it comes to the teeth, which is a little annoying. I really did like the Nightmare's teeth in the Wave 2. That might be an unpopular opinion. I might be totally wrong. But I really did like their teeth. This looks fine, though. Especially if it's just only the Jacko characters. It doesn't make it look inconsistent or anything. And, you know, you kind of want the glowy sort of aspect of the Jacko characters. You want their mouths to be kind of at least close to open. So, yeah, I think it looks fine. Other than that, though, this is great. This, again, is another really outstanding looking plush. I really have no major gripes with it. outside of, again, the printing, which is a little annoying, but like I said, printing offers for more detail in aspects that we couldn't get before, and when it comes to a character like the Jacko characters, they're withered and tattered anyway. It doesn't really make the plush look incomplete or unwhole or something. It makes it actually kind of adds to it in some aspects. So yeah, I really like Jacko Bonnie. I would probably also give it an 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5, something like that, something along that aspect. Really, really good plushie. Last but not least, we have Grim Foxy. Here's the last one, Grim Foxy. I already have a couple gripes with this plush, but we'll start with the positives. First of all, again, like all these, the colors are great. They look just about right. Most of the time you see Grim Foxy in a darker lighting, so it's kind of understandable that the colors are a little lighter, which they are, as opposed to most official renders of the guy. This looks about right. I think the plush is honestly really well put together. Like, again, the colors are popping. They've got a whole lot of different stuff. And they actually used the metal material for the legs. That's really cool. They don't ever do that. That's really flipping cool. I'm very happy that they did that. That's really neat. The lines are on there, too, which makes it look really cool. The endoskeleton withering, thank God. Maybe if we actually do get withers one day, it'll start using this material, and that'll be really cool. The printing actually looks a lot better on this guy as opposed to the Jackos. I think it's mostly because it's a darker color and it blends harder with the white. And again, there's like withering all around, the sort of like Jacko withering around the back. These actually got like printed on, like, these aren't printed, I don't think. The pants I don't think are printed, oddly enough. Maybe the back here, but the underside is not. The pants are printed, they look nice. A Foxy with pants. I think the first time we got that was twisted, and I don't think we've gotten it since. Here's all the withering at the front with the endo and the glowy spots. The hand, which actually has a hook. Thank God, the first Foxy plushie with a hook. We've never gotten one with a hook before, which is shocking, considering Twisted Foxy literally has a spot for a hook, yet they didn't give it to him. I'm shocked that they gave this one, and it actually looks nice. They have like the metal fabric here too, and it sticks out. It's a nice little, not super hard, but like a harder piece of felt, so it sticks out better and doesn't fold in. His arms got printing on it. Looks pretty good. His head is a little bit big. Same thing with his body. I meant to point that out. His body does look a little fat. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but like, he always had a super slender form, so it is a little strange to see how like bulky he is. Because like the normal nightmares, yes, all the nightmares are bulky, but that's why the Jacko animatronics are bulky. They're big, they're bulky, and that's why they look that way. He looks really bulky for some reason, and Grim Foxy isn't, so it is a little strange. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it is a little bit like noticeable how like bulky he is. I could have just had an overstuffed one, but it doesn't really feel that way, so I don't know. The head's where I start having the most major issues. The eye patch looks good. It's just like the one from Rockstar Foxy. Rockstar Foxy had a similar looking eye patch, and it looks good. It looks good here. You have his ears, which are all withered and looks actually pretty nice. You got the embroidered spot and the printing on the inside. His teeny little tuft of hair, which is about accurate to how it looks in the game. You have his eyeball with all the patterns around it and all that, and then you have his mouth, which I think is where my biggest issue starts to come in. First of all, his muzzle is made of that really scratchy material, which the rest of it isn't, thankfully, but it is a little annoying, especially at this spot. It is a little strange how they did that. I can't tell, maybe they just did it because it wasn't structurally sound or not, but it's okay, I guess. The printing does show up nicer on it, so, you know, it could be worse. There's that. The mouth is back to these weird twisted ones look. I didn't point it out on Jacko Bonnie because it really actually isn't that noticeable on him, because it doesn't sink into the face. This sinks into the face. You can very much tell it sinks into the face. The teeth look fine, but again, another major gripe. He doesn't have his upper teeth, which is really weird. Grim Foxy has a set of upper teeth, so they just didn't give it to him for some reason, and that's really odd. I don't know why they didn't give him his upper teeth. From the front, it's not as noticeable, but when you look underside or to the right, it's very noticeable he doesn't have his teeth, and it looks a little strange. I don't know, maybe there's a really good reason why they didn't give him his upper teeth, but we're never gonna know that until someone from Funko comes out and talks about it. But yeah, it is a still good plush, still a really good plush, just not exactly what I was hoping for in every aspect. Well, in a lot of aspects is what I was hoping for. Some of them wasn't so much. I'd give this more along the lines of 7.5, 7 out of 10. Still really good, just not as good as the others. Yeah, so that's the main 4. Yeah, so that's about it. We have the main 4 plushies: Dreadbear, Jacko Chica, Jacko Bonnie, and Grim Foxy. The main Curse of Dreadbear line, and that's really a really good wave. They had the main 4, and they all look really nice. Finally starting to fill out some other aspects of the FNAF cast that we hadn't gotten before, like the Jackos, and thankfully FNAF VR reintroduced them, so it gave them an opportunity to get plushies like this in a line that made sense, all Halloween themed. Again, it's still kind of weird how we got these 2 months early, but I'm not complaining. I really like these guys, and I'm very happy that we managed to get a line of Dreadbear plushies, because I wasn't expecting us to, in all honesty. Obviously, we still have the Captain Foxy Walmart exclusive coming up, which also looks really, really nice. Gonna pick that up and probably review it. Depends on when I get it and how I get it and, well, the circumstances there. And, yeah. That's about it for FNAF plush at the moment. The only currently known plush that's to release is Captain Foxy. Hopefully we get a glitch trap at some point, maybe to go along with this wave, like a Hot Topic exclusive or a GameStop or something. Probably not GameStop, considering these plushies already came out at GameStop, but maybe we'll get a glitch trap somewhere at some other store. And honestly, I really am very, very happy with the 4 of these. I think they look very nice. Very good plushies. Hope to see you all in the next review of plushies, and see these guys in videos at some point. Probably we're gonna have to wait until like October-ish, because I want to do a Halloween video with them rather than just slapping them in a random video, because that would be kind of weird. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, rate. No, that's not, rating's not a thing anymore. Anyone remember that? Anyone remember rating on a YouTube video? You could give it like stars. I'm gonna stop.